Oh my god, one shot. Oh, there's only 6 people in here. Alright.
Some bullets you ain't never getting up from.
Oh my god.
You could call it obsession. Obviously, they take offense.
They weren't messing
One
around.
poor fool was shot all the blame.
Sucker.
Came before the fall. Their aim had gotten more deadly threats came to nothing.
I love doing shit like that. Catching people by surprise. Oh no! Oh man. Oh! No! Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I hate that.
The message has been delivered loud and clear.
I guess nobody's on today. I did a whole live stream earlier today. Nobody was on. Everybody must be busy. Oh. I guess nobody wants to watch a live stream of this.
Past grievances were getting aired. There was a malfunction in the hardware.
guy just does this. Sometimes I can't lock on to anybody.
They got 2 eyes for the price of 1.
Gotta come out through there. Come on. Come down the stairs. No. That's not.
Now their weapons have turned on them too.
Sucker.
They've made it a personal beef.
Man, this is better when there's more people. Maybe more people will join. No!
They couldn't say they weren't warned.
Oh man, I can still get the top spot.
They were making every shot count.
No. Hey, what's up, Austin? Look at that, somebody showed up. I did a live stream earlier today, nobody showed up. So, I guess everybody's busy or working. Oh, more people join, okay. This is a much better with more people in it. I hate that map. I don't mind Loudon. It's not a bad race. I don't particularly like racing. Like at Loudon, I did a couple of races yesterday on iRacing. Very difficult track, very technical. But yeah, I don't mind that track. So yeah, I hope the weather's good. You know, it doesn't look like the weather's gonna cooperate. It's been pretty bad on the East Coast. So got my fingers crossed. Oh, that guy, that Kill Ops guy, he's a hacker. I would say 20% of the people on this game are hackers. It's a shame. All right. Over the wall, gentlemen. Where you live? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, it's mostly the East Coast. Oh, we're getting a lot of people in the lobby. This is good. We could get a full lobby. Alabama. Oh shit. Hey, you're far away. Are you like near Florida on the panhandle or further in? anything about places like Alabama. Oh no, they got me. Oh, okay. You're near Tennessee. Near my balls. It's Titan country. This fucking kill ops guy.
They showed their hand.
Yeah, the weather, I don't ever remember the weather being this erratic. You know, a lot of people don't believe in climate change. But man, I tell you, it's the weather in the past, especially the past few years, has been really extreme. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Gonna watch some Max Payne 3.
You might as well give up.
He's hiding back there. Come on, stick your head out. Oh, there he is. No! Oh, somebody right there. Oh. Oh, come on, man. Gotcha.
People of their word.
Bastard. Oh. What'd you do last night?
Is that what you wanted? Joy?
Oh.
There was a malfunction in the hardware.
Ignition. Oh my god, how dare you? Oh no, man. You gotta be kidding me.
There was someone baying for their blood.
It's like saying I want to try cancer just to see what what it feels like. Why would you volunteer to do that? Oh my god. I think you're messing with me, man. No way you did that. They gave you back your money? I guess that's cool. So, what was it like?
You might as well give up.
Some things don't turn out how they're planned.
No, no.
Suddenly, a lot of bad workmen were blaming their tools.
No. So you bought the game and returned it in record time. Don't ever do that again. I think Captain Sleeveless would be proud of you. Because he's not going to tell anybody don't buy the game. He fully supports supporting a bad business model.
They knew they were coming. These guys were lethal. The hate they drew was a sick sort of compliment.
You get a free sleeveless Captain Sleeveless t-shirt with each purchase. And you get to keep it even when you return the game.
The promise was fulfilled. Some bullets you ain't never getting up from.
Oh my god. And this thing reloads so slowly.
Rest in peace, dickhead.
All eyes were on one.
They weren't messing
No.
What?
So you got specific things that you enjoy. Getting your money's worth must not be one of those things. I'm just messing with you, so. Yeah, I got specific things that I enjoy, like getting my money's worth. I don't like the feeling of a video game company laughing on their way to the bank. As broken as this game right here is, it's a million times better than NASCAR Ignition. So you can hear me clearly end the game. Just let me know. I want to make sure I don't have problems with the sound. Yeah, I hope that race doesn't get rained out this weekend. I don't really know the forecast. I didn't look into it, but New Hampshire is not far from here. I mean, it is north, but... Alright, thanks.
Stay out of my way. Holy shit, this is fun. What a piece of garbage.
No. These guys have like endless grenades. Oh. Yeah, it's a nice track. I don't like racing on it because I suck at it. Like I just it just feels like everybody else is better. At least on iRacing. And I don't like the fact that you gotta shift. I really hope they get rid of the shifting with the car. I don't think you should shift at any oval. It hasn't really made the racing better, you know? If anything, I think it makes it easier for these guys to turn in the corner, which you don't want the car to handle like better. You want it to handle worse. That's where you see good racing. Oh, where are you gonna pop up? Oh. Gotcha.
People of their word.
Oh. Alright, so here's a surprise for you guys.
Their
Boom.
master plan had backfired.
Eat those grenades. Doesn't always work like it should. Oh no. Yeah, I saw What If's video the other day. It's a shame that he feels like he wants to quit. I don't think he should. Oh, this is Max Payne 3 and it's on PC. They actually killed the servers on the consoles like 2 years ago. Which sucks, man. I used to play this a lot on console.
They were making every shot.
It's a fun game. No, no! Oh my god. I'm blind. Yeah, this game is so underrated. It's actually the first game that I played and spent a lot of time online.
Their aim had gotten more deadly. Past grievances were getting aired.
Yeah, this game is addictive. It's very simple but addictive. Yeah, I wanted to do a video
One shot,
talking
one
about
kill.
that subject, but I'd rather wait till Monday when I do a live stream, and if he joins, I'll talk about it then. I think people have this misconception that having a YouTube channel, that like there's a gold mine of money to be made. I honestly, I don't think there's a lot of people making, serious money.
Look at you. It's laying there.
Unless you're one of these guys that has like a lot of subscribers. Yeah, I also think that the more time you spend on social media, it could be depressing. Like, and I'm not speaking of anybody in particular. I just think anyone who spends a certain amount of time on social media, you got to be careful, man. I think you could take a break and just do less videos, right? You should do videos when you feel like doing it. You know, once you reach a point where you're doing content or trying to do content just for the sake of keeping like a business alive, you're really, it's not going to be enjoyable. You should really enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't think there's a lot of money in it. And I think people feel like, oh, you know, if I get a certain amount of subscribers, the money's just gonna roll in. And it's, I don't think there's that much money to be made. And I wanna say, he's got 15,000 subs. That is nothing to sneeze at. That's quite an accomplishment. Like, if you feel, if you don't, you know, if you can't feel good about 15,000 subs, that's not good. That's a bad sign. That's a good amount of subs. So I would tell, I mean, if I was talking to him personally, right, or anybody in his shoes, if you managed to
This would be just between them.
cultivate 15,000 subs, that's an achievement in and of itself, right? And I don't think you should measure yourself against other people who make a living on YouTube. Like, it just, I don't know, man. I feel like you could have a glass half full view of it.
Maybe they just lost their edge. There was a malfunction.
Yeah, you know, social media, it is like a drug. That,
The fight got personal.
I just feel like the more time you spend on social media, especially if it's just like a business, man, I could see that actually bringing people down, right? It's important to not focus so much on social media. I mean, it's easier said than done, but oh my God.
They've gotten their pound of flesh.
You know, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. And especially, like I said, that to me is impressive. 15,000 subscribers, and you know, if you're questioning yourself at that point, I just think it's the wrong way to look at it. Because somehow you got those 15,000 subscribers, right? They didn't just come out of nowhere. So they tuned in for a reason. And I think that's what's important to keep in mind. If you can make a few bucks while doing something that you enjoy doing, to me, that's a victory, right? But again, it's important that you have something outside of social media. If you put all your eggs in one basket, I just don't think that's a good thing to do. Like, you know, me, I don't hardly have any subs, but I don't make a living doing it. That's not my goal. I have a full-time job, right? And I think that's what's important. Once you have a full-time job and your mind isn't just focused on social media, because I really do think social media is a funny thing. You can get sucked into that world, and it's just not healthy. I think anybody will tell you that. It's not healthy to spend that much time on social media. If you notice, I just got on Twitter like in the past year and a half, 2 years. I haven't really been on it hardcore. And outside of YouTube, for all of these years, I didn't really do anything else. I never ask people to like and subscribe. Then again, like, I don't blame people for doing it if it's a business, right? But I would say don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you can make some money off YouTube, that's great. But you gotta have a job, right? Something that gets you going, right? It's hard to find something you love to do. Like, I'm lucky, I love my job. So it's not one of those jobs where you feel, oh my God, I got to go to work tomorrow. And then you dread, going to work. I love my job, right? So it not only pays the bills, but it keeps me focused on things that have nothing to do with social media, right? Or NASCAR games. Because, let's be honest, there are more important things in life than video games or sports, right? We all have that in common, right? That's the reason you tune in, right? Because you're a NASCAR fan or you like video games for whatever reason, right? But I don't obsess over this stuff, believe it or not. I have a passion for it, and there's a difference, right? You could be passionate about something, but you got to make sure it doesn't take over your all your time. That's not good, and it's just not healthy. Another thing is, it's like, he was talking about, it's not the first time I've heard him say it, but like considering quitting, right? I would say, as a word of advice is, YouTube, it's not a 9-to-5 job where you got to turn in your walking papers, so to speak, or your resignation letter. You can just, if you want to stop doing videos for a little bit and come back, you can do that. And he's got 15,000 subscribers, right? So if he ends up watching or listening, you're not obligated to every day pump out, content. Do what you feel like doing when you feel like doing it. And don't question why people or why you're not making the money that you want to make, or once you start questioning, you like, oh, is it my personality? Is it this or that? That kind of stuff, I hate seeing that, because I would say to him, you gained 15,000 followers for a reason, right? You got it because of who you are, right? Obviously, there's people who enjoy the content and actually like listening to what you have to say. I mean, imagine that, right? I'm old enough to remember a time before social media, right? And these things just weren't part of the lexicon, right, of life. And here I am. I never thought anybody would give two craps about what I have to say about NASCAR or sports or anything like that. So it's still a trip to me when I think about it, right? It's a crazy thing. Like, people actually care about my opinion. So I appreciate it. But I don't let myself get to the point where I feel obligated, like, oh, I got to do this. I got to put a video out because, it's expected of me. And I think that's what I would say. You should post content you want to post when you want to post it. And if you have that and a job on the outside where your mind is focused on things that have nothing to do with social media, to me, that's the best balance, right? Because there's a lot of bigger things in life to worry about. And I don't want to make it sound like it's simple or easy, because it's not. I'm very fortunate that, from the time I was very young, I focused on what do I want to do, right, in terms of a profession. And hold on a second. And I think part of it, I was lucky. I mean, I didn't know I would be doing what I do for a living. But, you know, I make a good living at it. So this YouTube channel is a hobby for me. It's not life or death. It's not like, oh my God, how am I going to pay the mortgage? You know, if I'm not making enough money on YouTube. So, you know, another thing you got to think of that a lot of people don't understand is it's one thing to make money, right? But you got to think of tomorrow, the future, right? Retirement. What are you going to do when you get older? You know, I'm 53 years old, so I can tell people from personal experience that it's not enough to live check to check and just pay the bills. You really do got to set yourself up for a future. Because you're going to want to retire someday. You're going to want some kind of, you know, something to fall back on. A lot of these guys on YouTube, they're not going to tell you the truth of, like, how hard it is or how much money they really make. Because I really don't think that there's a lot of money to be made. Like, most of these people just don't make, I don't think, all that much money. Yeah, the guys that are up there with like 1 million subscribers, yeah, they're raking in the money. But I definitely would not, I wouldn't suggest for anybody to go down that path of like, oh, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and I'm gonna monetize and I'm gonna be able to make a living on that alone. So now the question is finding a job. Not just finding any job. Like I said, you don't want to just live check to check, but finding something you actually enjoy doing, right? That's not easy. You know, a lot of times you do have to take jobs that it's not something you love to do, right? So it's hard, man. What I would say is don't give up, and definitely don't quit your channel. Like you gained 15,000 subscribers for a reason, you know. And I know it sounds funny because I can't really. Who am I to give advice on a YouTube channel, right? Because I can't tell you how to grow the channel because I've been doing this for 11 years and I hardly have any subscribers. You know, that's not my goal, but I think I'm the right person to tell you that it's important to do something outside of social media. And the more time you dedicate to social media, I think that is not good for, it's not good for mental health, right? And people who spend too much time on social media, they do end up getting depressed, right? It happens. It's not uncommon. You know, you look at, okay, yeah, Eric Estep. Well, he has a huge channel. I mean, I don't know about huge, but in the NASCAR space, he's got a pretty big channel. And he also does interviews and all kinds of stuff NASCAR related. NASCAR has a relationship with him, at least people within NASCAR, right? So everyone knows who he is. But yeah, I hate seeing that, and I don't think there's a reason to give up. Like, I wouldn't say give up. I would say focus on work on the outside. If you can find something, a job that has a room to grow, right? Not a dead-end job where whatever you go in as an entry level, like there's nowhere to move up. Also, what's your skill set, right? So finding something that fits your skill set, that has a little room to grow, and definitely a job that has benefits, because like I said, you want to build towards someday retiring, and you don't want to be somewhere where you could spend 20 years and not really have a nest egg. Oh. So, I don't know, man. Look, it's sad to see somebody down in the dumps like that. Because he seems like a genuinely nice person. So, I don't know him personally. I can't call him like a friend. But the way that I would advise a friend is like what I'm saying here. I would just say, take a break. You don't have to take... And taking a break doesn't mean stop the videos. It just means do less videos, right? Just do the videos you want to do when you want to do it. If, the last... I think the Atlanta race, he clearly admitted that... He admitted he didn't feel like doing a review. He just did it because he felt obligated, right? He didn't use those words exactly, but that was the first red flag for me. And I'm like, you don't have to do it, right? You could take a break. You don't owe anybody anything. You got all 15,000 subscribers. Again, I want to reiterate, that is no small feat. So, sometimes I think people, this is the other thing I would advise. Don't measure yourself against other people. You got to stop, right? Because then the glass is always half empty. I have a glass half full mentality. So I don't worry about I only have 1,500 subscribers, right? After 11 years. Because that's not my goal, right? My goal is to sort of give my thoughts on certain things for those who care. And I do think some of the things I talk about are important, especially when it comes to video games and consumers, right? So I think I've been able, in a very small way, to get the message across that, hey, we have to be smarter as consumers and stop just handing over our money to support a bad business model, right? And I've always even told, or I've put the message out there that if you are part of social media, you have your own platform, and if you agree with that and the things I'm saying, oh my god, he's upset. If you agree with it, then by all means take that and run with it. Like, I don't need people to I don't need credit. Like, if you have a bigger platform, which everyone else does, take that message, run with it, right? Because the more people hear it, the better. And I would be proud to feel like, hey, in some small way, I was part of that movement that got people to wake up and say, you know what? As much as I may be expecting this game or excited about it, I'm going to give it a couple days. I'm going to wait to see what other people in the community say about it before I just hand over my money blindly. And once people start doing that, I promise you, these game developers, they're gonna say, well, we can't just shuffle garbage out and just, people aren't just gonna blindly support it. We're gonna have to try harder, right? And put a better product out there before anything. So
these guys were lethal.
So yeah, but whatever God. Whatever, What If wants to do, I would just say don't there's no need to turn in your fucking retirement papers, right? Just do less videos. Do what you want to do when you want to do it, and let everything else take care of itself. In the meantime, try to find a job that you might enjoy. I mean, it sounds easy, right? I hate saying it like that, like just go find a job. It's not easy to find work, especially something that you enjoy. But, you know, if you really, you know, you don't give up, you don't quit, you keep looking, eventually you find something. Even if you have to find something temporary till you find something you like, or something that works even better for you, even if you have to do that, then do that. But do not, like, say, you know, I'm done, I'm just done, you know. People will still be there if and when you want to do a video on something. And don't try to chase what you think people might want for, you know, for views, right? But definitely I would say I would never put all my eggs in one basket and just rely like on YouTube as a source of income. I think that if you can make some money from it, that's gravy. But really, you need a job on the outside. And it's not just the money, right? But having something that takes priorities in your mind that don't involve social media is healthy. You know, being out in the real world and dealing with things, you know, it's just a weird time we live in where there's, you know, social media is such a big part of everything in life for everybody. It's almost like people don't know how to function unless it's something that's related to social media. And I don't mean that towards What If. I mean just anybody, right? We all live in this crazy social media obsessed society. You know, I don't know, like, you ask anyone, when's the last time you spent an entire day without ever going on anything that's related to social media, checking your email, your Twitter account, all that stuff? You know, I think most people would say, I don't know when the last time was. I didn't check, you know. Douglas says, what if it's pissing people off?
There was a malfunction.
Getting tired of negative people, and that's how he's become negative. I disagree. I think speaking your mind is important, and you can't worry about who likes your opinion and who doesn't. You know, I'm not going to curb my opinion because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I don't think he should either, because that's part of who he is, right? And that's why people tune in. They want his take on things. I mean, I'll never understand that mentality. I don't. If I follow someone, I want to know what they really feel. I don't want them curbing their opinion or their language, whatever it is, just because of it might hurt my feelings or someone's feelings. I just think that's a mistake. And there's too much of that. That's why social media is turning into what it is, because there's too much PC culture. There's too much of people worrying about what other people think. So I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, there's some competition. I don't, but see, I don't look at it that way. Like, to me, you gotta do what you enjoy doing. And if it turns out there's other people in that space, it is what it is. All I can do is be myself, and you know, those who appreciate my point of view, they'll stick around. Those who don't, they'll find somebody who they do appreciate. It is what it is. I don't live my life that way. Like, I think trying to chase what people like is the wrong move. I think that you got to be yourself no matter what. And again, he's gained 15,000 subscribers. All right, that's not easy to do, and there's a reason for that. And I don't know what people consider negative, but you know, if something's negative, it's not my fault. It's not his fault. It's, what do you want? You want people to lie and pretend that things are better than they really are? I don't get it, man. I'll never understand people that, you know, are that sensitive that they rather be lied to. You know, I look at it this way. The negativity, I think, I get it. Like, it's not fun being so negative, right? I don't enjoy it myself, right? I've been negative about things, but I'm a realist. I just feel like certain things need to be said, and it's gonna, you know, I don't know. It's not fun being told bad things, but I don't understand why people want to be pacified to the point where, you know, look at Captain Sleeveless, right? He's pacified his audience. You know, yeah, he's had criticisms of Ignition, but what has that gotten people, right? You got, I forgot, 80,000 subs, and I don't know, man. I don't see. I'd rather be told the truth, even if it's negative, and even if I don't enjoy hearing it. That's just me. I appreciate honesty. I guess it's not for everyone. But yeah, I would say, you know, focus on getting a job that you enjoy. Something that you don't dread getting up in the morning. Oh my God, I hate this fucking job. I hate my boss. I got to go to work. You know, if you can find something that you at least don't mind getting up, going to work, and then your mind is focused on something that is nothing to do with social media. That's step number one. If you can find that, and then now you spend just a little less time on social media, and then you post things you want to post, right? Don't, if going in you're like, I really don't want to do a video, but I feel obligated to do it, you know, that's a sign right there, right? There have been times where I've considered doing a video on something, but I just didn't feel up to it, and then I just was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. So that's really, to me, what's important. Do the things you want to do, and don't worry about what other people think. So Douglas says, I just think he needs to be more upbeat. Listen, I'd rather have somebody who's honest, right? Because what's the point of pretending you to feel upbeat about something when deep inside that's not how you feel? You know, I would say this: if you happen to be watching somebody, let's say me, and you don't like what I'm saying because it's too negative for you, I'll be the first one to tell you, I wish you the best. Go find somebody that you feel is gonna tell you what you wanna hear. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Hey, what if? What's up? I just want to get away from it all. Just want to finish my series and leave for a while. Yeah, like I said, if you need to take time off, do it. But you know, like I said, it's not something where you have to say, I'm over. It's done. I'm quitting. just take time. If you feel like doing a video, you do it. If you don't, you don't. And that's it, you know. But you've earned 15,000 subscribers. That's a bit, to me, that's impressive. So, you know, you can't compare the things you do to other people. Like, I don't know, how many of you guys know who Big Boss, I forgot his name, Boss FTW, the guy that does all the clickbait GTA videos. That guy has like over 1 million subs, I think, and he makes money, but he's got like over 1 million subs, and most of these subs are kids who tune in because he keeps posting clickbait. He knows what he's doing, but these are the kids that they don't know any better. They're the ones maxing out their parents' credit card, buying shark cards on GTA Online. So I have no respect for a guy like that. I don't care how many subscribers he has. That's not something I respect. And you know, some people might look at that guy, Big Boss, whatever the fuck his name is, and they might say, wow, look at all his subs. He's well known. He's a celebrity almost. That doesn't impress me at all. And I'm sure he makes good money, but most people just, I think people think that, you know, there's more money to be made on YouTube than there really is. I think there are a handful of people that are able to make good money, but I'm not sure. I think it's a lot harder than people think.
Their aim has gotten more deadly.
So I appreciate honesty, and like I said, you got 15,000 subs. If you don't feel like making a video, don't make the video, because your audience is going to be there if and when you come back and you do feel like making a video. But like I said, man, it's therapeutic just to work and do something that doesn't involve social media on the outside, and your mind is occupied. And it's not, because social media could be extremely negative, right? In terms of all the things that happen. And the more time you spend on social media, you could lose your sense of reality, right? It can happen to anyone. But, you know, for what it's worth, that's my advice. Put your effort into finding a job, something that you don't hate, right? Because a lot of people do hate their job. And hopefully a job that has a higher ceiling than most, right? Where you're not just stuck and there's no room to move up. You know, a job is important because you also have to set yourself up for the future, right? And like I said, you want to be able to one day to have something to retire and fall back on. You know, a lot of these guys make some money on YouTube, right? And they think that's good enough, right? And it pays some of the bills. But unless you're building a nest egg for the future, and then you got to think of also benefits, right? Benefits are just as important as a salary. These guys that make money on YouTube, what do they have in terms of benefits? Whether it's healthcare, whether it's retirement, you know, Social Security is not enough to live on, right? And I know if you're young, you feel like I got all the time in the world and I don't need to worry about that. Believe me, you don't want to wait too long. You know, I'm retiring in 3.5 years, right? So I can retire when I hit 57, and I'm gonna have a full pension. I'm gonna have benefits. I'm gonna have an annuity. I am lucky. Like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, everybody's can have the same type of opportunities, but I don't have to worry about living check to check. And oh my God, how am I going to pay for the bills? How am I going to pay for medication, for health, anything, right? And I think when you're trapped in the world of social media and it takes up too much of your time, it's easy to overlook those things.
Hardware.
Especially if you're young, right? I'm older, so my mindset is different. So, hold on a second. What if needs to get back to his original content and not race reviews? I think your subscribers like this content the way, yeah, well, I would say just do what you feel like doing. Your audience is gonna find you. I don't think it's good to chase what you think people want. Like, that's just me. And like I said, you've already gained 15,000 subs. That's not a fluke. These people tune in because they like your content. You know, don't ever feel like, oh, is there something wrong with me, with my personality? That's the wrong way to think, man. You got to look at the glass as half full, not half empty. Because I'm sure a lot of people would love to have 15,000 subscribers. You know, that's just me. You know, another thing, it sucks, man. We don't have, this is Max Payne 3. Very old game, but still an amazing game. Lots of fun. This is the first game I've spent real time online. It's a simple game, but it's so much fun. Alright, hold on a second. No, alright. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much more, but that's my advice is give it some time. If you feel you need a break, take a break. You know, if you find yourself a job, and just take it one day at a time. You're gonna feel what I promise you. There's gonna come a day you're gonna want to do a video, you know, and you'll do it. Another thing is, and it really sucks that we don't have any NASCAR games, right? I know it sucks, but you never know when that possibly changes. I mean, and then
you could call it obsession.
You'll be able to do that. It sucks, man. It is a bad time, especially in this like NASCAR video game space.
Getting up from.
Anyway, that's all I could say.
Pride came before the fall.
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. Some live streams, but like I said, take your time. If you feel like you need a break, then take the break. Just don't announce like it's over. I'm done with YouTube and this is a big failure. It's not a failure, man. I'm just telling you. And like I said, at some point, what if there is a no pun intended. I said what if. What if there's a game that comes out, you know, down the line? You know, it may not happen right away. Man, I'll tell you, you got your audience. They're going to tune in. They're going to want your take on it, and they're going to want to watch you play the game. And just like that, things can change. You know, life is funny that way. It's like things could look really bad today, and then tomorrow it changes. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, what if says tuned in. So I don't know what is going on, but appreciate the love. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Like I said, man, you're a good dude. You got 15,000 subscribers, man. Don't. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's an accomplishment. You know. So if you feel like you got to take a break, just do it. But don't paint yourself in a corner like I quit, I'm done, and then, you know, let's say down the line you're just like, man, I really want to do this again. You know, there's no, you don't have to, right? So let's see, I do that when I stream. Do what? Oh, interacting with the community. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the gameplay live streams. Yeah, he does that. I just think you're being too hard on yourself. I think life has ups and downs. But I do think that yes, that it's the priority should be trying to find a job on the outside in the real world, that your mind isn't so focused on social media. I just think, and this goes for anybody, me, anybody. Don't spend too much time on social media. It's just not healthy. And I would say that to anyone.
These guys were lethal. Feathers were ruffled.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Keep your head up. You know, you'll find something. You know.
Some bullets you ain't.
I mean, thank God I got my job, because I got a lot, and you guys hear me say this all the time. I don't have a lot of time. You know, I work a lot. My work hours are kind of crazy, but that focus is also helpful. You know, I don't depend on social media. And I think that helps me keep my sanity.
Now their weapons had turned on them too.
Yeah, I mean, the channel is, the last thing you could say it's a failure. That's crazy.
They were people of their word.
Things will get better.
They singled one out.
Another thing, you know, when you look at people who get a high like subscriber count, sometimes they got it from like a viral video or something, right? You go viral once, and that's all it takes sometimes. Let me see. I'm also dealing with my mom. She's not feeling well. Worried about her. Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. There's nothing worse than health issues, man. And that really helps put things in perspective. Like, you know, that's what I was saying earlier. A lot of times people forget that social media isn't the real world. There's real problems out there, and it does put things into perspective, man. There's nothing worse in the world than not having, you know, your health or the health of a loved one, and you gotta worry. That's horrendous, man. I know what that's like. It sucks.
Defense.
So yeah, definitely, man. If you gotta take time, focus on the important things. That's what you need to do.
Obsession.
Yeah,
Master plan
I lost my mother
backfired.
to cancer. I was 20 years old. So
They showed their hand. The promise was fulfilled.
this game is so addictive. It's a simple game. It's like, it's not really, it's just death matches. But the death matches here are 1,000 times better than on Grand Theft Auto. The gunplay mechanics of this game are great. No! Alright, we're losing. Oh, this game is, I'm telling you, it's fun. It's super addictive,
Said
man.
A lot of bad workmen were blaming their tools.
I wouldn't mind if the gunplay was similar to this on the next Grand Theft Auto. NASCAR leaving motorsport games. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody says if you go to Google and say, is NASCAR leaving motorsport games, it says it on top of the page. I gotta check that. Can somebody confirm that? I don't want to back out of the game. Is there news about NASCAR leaving motorsport games? I mean, shit. That would be big news. If that's true.
There was a malfunction in the hardware.
Actively looking for another company. That's big news if it's true. I hope that's true. That's gonna give me a lot to talk about. That's for sure. Yeah, if somebody can confirm that, make sure it's not like clickbait or, you know, that it's legit news. the story mode of this game is actually amazing too, man. This is just a great game. It's so underrated. I mean, if you've never played this game, I recommend it. It's a great game. Yeah, if this is a legit story, let me know so I could look into it.
Scores 1v7.
And we're gonna lose this match. I'll check after I do the live stream. Let's go to Nova. Alright, T River Docks is good. See, thanks for the input. I'll have to watch the stream replay to see all you've said. Yeah, listen, man. It's just friendly advice. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you, I'm a bit older than you. I think. I've been around the block a few times, and I've had ups and downs in life. I'm telling you, as bad as things look today, things change. They go up and down. That's how life is. Just don't paint yourself in a corner by saying, "I'm done. I quit. I give up." You've built 15,000 subscribers. That's not a fluke. So there's people out there that like what you do. Don't question your personality. Don't question, oh, is it me? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. It's just, I think, putting too much emphasis on YouTube is a mistake. If you can make a few bucks off of it, to me, that's gravy. Once you get a job on the outside, everything will work out. It's really tough to try to make YouTube full time. I would not recommend it to anybody, and that's all I will say on the matter. If you can find yourself a job and then do the YouTube thing part time, just do it when you feel like it. And then it's not a necessity. It's not like an obligation. That's the best advice I could give you. Yeah, these guys are camping on the roof. Oh. Yeah, I would think if there's news on MSG or NASCAR leaving, we would know about it. Oh, I tried to smack that guy, I missed. Multiple sources have sold SGO managing editor. Sources say that NASCAR would like to bring its license to a different publisher and develop within a couple of years. That means there's... Alright, I'll look into it. But they're pretty much like, they can't pull out right away. They're going to be stuck for a while. I'll look into it. I don't want to say anything without reading the article. it does. I mean, if that's true, it confirms that NASCAR at least they're not delusional to the point where they don't know if they want to get out, right? So that's something. They want to get out. It's just I don't think they can. It just sounds like they're stuck. They don't want to be with them, but they're stuck. I'm gonna look into the article and I'll do a video if there's anything to really talk about. You know what? I'll probably do it tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow the entire day. So I work from 6 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night tomorrow. I'm doing a double. So I could definitely do that while I'm at work tomorrow. It's something, I guess, at least.
Bad workmen were blaming their tool. The promise was fulfilled.
Oh, that's from a year ago? Oh, man. I think we just got, we got pranked by Douglas. I don't think he did it. I think they should give the license out to a couple of different developers. Yeah, we all agree. Yeah, is that a year-old article?
Their aim had gotten more deadly.
Oh man, you got everybody excited about some new article from a year ago. Oh well. See, if I was like Mr. Boss, I would probably do a video pretending it's... Watch this. Oh, I couldn't reload. I'll check for it, and then I'll confirm if it's an old article. Oh. Covered it. NASCAR refuted it because I believe NASCAR is also binded by contract. Yeah, so it's just more of you know, everybody knows they want out, but they're stuck. Yeah, they're not gonna say anything as long as they're under a contract.
These guys are smoking hot. Some bullets you ain't never getting up from.
Oh. Oh.
They weren't messing around. One one shot, one kill.
Oh. These guys can take too much punishment. So what do you guys think of this game, man? It doesn't look like too many of you guys know about this. It is an old game.
They were making every shot. Oh, they singled one out.
Monster games would be my pick because of iRacing, and I honestly think they would do a great job. I just don't see anybody at the moment that would do a better job.
Their aim has gotten more deadly.
I mean, I still see people mention EA, but I think people forget how bad EA is not a good company.
These guys were lethal.
Damn, how many times I gotta shoot this guy?
They got
him.
Flesh.
This guy.
Some bullets you ain't never getting up. They've been all talk.
Oh. Ah, no, man. EA, no. Now, if they were just like a competitor, like if it wasn't exclusive, yeah. I don't care who steps in, but we're talking about exclusivity. Nah. I don't want EA anywhere near it. Man, it's hot in here. Alright guys, alright, I'll do one more match and then I'm backing out. See, I like what Sony did with MLB The Show. Great game, you know. I just think I don't know. Do they know what a NASCAR game should be like? You know, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. If it's multiple companies, let them all fucking take a swing at it. You know, in a perfect world, would be the best deal. I just hope if and when NASCAR eventually finally gets out of this contract, I hope they learn their lesson not to do exclusivity deals with anybody. I hope. I mean, if they just turn around and give exclusivity to someone else, then that's pretty much saying we didn't learn anything. Oh my God. I'm very picky about the games I buy. Because I don't have a lot of time for this stuff.
Gonna
your money. Hope you paid off that moonstone.
They weren't messing around. One shot, one kill.
So much for dodge and bullet.
This would be just between them.
Anyone got any quick mind?
They've been stripped of their assets.
Oh my God, that came out of nowhere. Oh, this guy was fucking picking people off with his sniper.
They were people of their word. Their master plan had backfired.
fucking guy with that
You
sniper.
call it obsession. They were making every shot count. They followed through.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
They weren't warned.
This fucking guy, man.
Feathers were ruffled. They're aiming. They singled one out.
So much for that.
Oh, come on. These guys are all using snipers now. Shit.
Now their weapons have turned on them too. The engine is the price
So what do you
they
guys
paid
think,
for
man?
their
You
skill.
enjoying this game or what? Because I do play this a lot, so...
Words will only take you so far. These guys were lethal. They could all talk.
Man, I'm lethal.
They weren't messing around. One shot, one kill.
Oh. No, I never tried Resident Evil Village. I played the old Resident Evil games. I haven't really played anything new. I'm going back to the PS2 era. I am looking forward to that undisputed boxing game.
Some folk.
Oh, man.
They made it personal.
Yeah, it was a close match. I got 40 kills. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. If I find anything on that article, I'll probably do a video tomorrow if it's a new article. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.